Boom, boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. What's going on, people? Spreecast. It's Mike and Kim, and big shout out to Josh Shaw, Gypsy Collabo. Oh my God, that song was off the hook, wasn't it?
That song rocks.
Wild, man. All right, so we had the blackboard last week, guys, right? Mistakes happen. We'll get back to this. Keep working, budget your money. Super key, have patience. Have patience, right? Straight up. Yeah, oh my gosh, it's been kind of, I mean, not dry, but it's kind of slim pickings out there, isn't it?
Slim pickings a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, so we've been out and about. We went out for about an hour, got some stuff we want to show you guys. Want to thank all of you guys, first off, for watching us on a Thursday night. And I'm having a Modelo. Especial, you know, I don't know, imported beer. I don't know. How can it be imported when it's like
well, it's still imported.
An hour away.
Well, it's still imported.
Anyway, so guys, thanks so much for being a part of this show. If you guys have any comments, questions, want me to talk about anything, let me know. I see a bunch of you in the house. I'll shut you guys out. Joseph Day, William Stoner, Jack, Sabrina, Ryan, Paul, Brandon. What are you guys doing? What's going on? But anyway, we're going to get back to this. This whole show is about thrift haul, right? And if this is the first time watching us, we're just going to the thrift store for like an hour and grabbing some stuff and showing you guys what we're grabbing and what we can make off the stuff.
Well, and
or what we can lose money on.
Or Kim's not doing a very good job of finding things, and that, I guess, brings us to our first topic of the evening of mistakes happen. Well, if you watched the first episode, I had picked up a couple of textbooks. If you didn't watch the first episode, go back and watch. And when I scanned them, remember Mike was saying I was sitting on the floor and I was scanning, and there my little self was scanning away, and I said, oh, Mike, this one goes for like 50 something, this one goes for like 30 something, and they were, I don't know, free. And so we brought them home, and Mike listed them this week. I think for some reason, I thought we had listed them last week, but I guess they got stuck in a pile somewhere.
Yeah.
And Mike went to scan them, and he used our scanner to put them on Amazon. He said, what were you thinking, in much different terms? And
I wasn't belligerent, or
well,
I wasn't
no,
going
you were
like,
just
you
like,
crazy woman, you just cost me millions.
well, no, but
No.
He said, Kim, this book is only worth $4. And I said, no, that is not what happened. I said, here, let me scan it on my phone again. And so I scanned it on my phone, and it still had that same price. I'm like, look see, there it is.
Well, tell them what you were using as a scanner, because you don't have Profit Bandit on your phone. You're just like old school.
I do not have Profit Bandit on my phone. I was using the Amazon app that's on my phone.
And you got confused. And so, like, I told her, I'm like, oh, no, here, we scanned it in. I'm like, Kim, this is a penny book. And she's like, no. And she got all mad. And then I showed her. And then she was showing me, like, off the phone. I'm like, yeah, that's why sometimes you can't use that app. It's not right. So Kim was upset for a little bit. But
both of my books sucked.
Yeah, they sucked. They're $4 books.
Right.
I sent them in anyway. They got good ranks. I'll get my $1 or 50 cents, whatever it is, if that. But hey, you learned your lesson, right? So now, Profit Bandit just has this thing that just came out where they're, if you're already paying for Profit Bandit, you can get it on like your spouse's phone for the same fee, right? Same charge. You pay once and you get it out with your spouse. So that's something to keep in mind, guys. That's very important. You don't have to get another license or get another application or pay another monthly fee. It's kind of really good to have the good information, especially if you got a spouse or a friend or somebody who's related to you. Obviously you can't share it with your 10 uncles or your 10 sisters, but maybe you could. I don't know.
Guess I'll be putting Profit Bandit on my phone and not using the Amazon app anymore. That was free.
Well, it was, but it was a lesson learned.
It's Amazon's app. So, you know,
Well, it wasn't.
in my frame of
Time out. It wasn't Amazon seller app, like their new app they just put out.
I'm getting my
It
phone.
was okay. It was Amazon Price Check. That's what it was.
Hold it.
All right, it was Amazon Price Check is what she was using,
I'm gonna show
and she
you.
was like, I thought, you know, I never thought about putting Profit Bandit on there, right? Price Check, right?
It is.
Yeah. So go download the Amazon app, the other one. And you're good to go.
It is.
Price Check.
There it is. I guess.
And sometimes
Amazon
it
Price
works.
Check.
I mean, I remember using that when we first started.
See, but here's the funny thing, because you'll see that the very first thing that I have on there is that book.
Yeah. All right.
And can you all see it? 22.45.
Okay, click on it now. Just show people real quick. All right.
Okay.
We're back in focus.
Okay.
So let's.
Okay.
For somebody who's new.
Used.
Okay, so what would happen, I think, is you scan it and saw $25 and was like, jackpot, man, I got me, you know, $25.
No, but look at right there.
Okay,
there's four sellers.
Show.
Okay,
Because
four sellers used. $3.99, two for $9.99, and one for $26.50.
So you thought, oh man, I'll squeeze in between $10 and $36.
That's what I thought.
Well, it doesn't show you that there's like freaking 125 people signed up for $3.99.
But I'm going with the Prime thing, thinking that, you know, that buyers are more likely to buy Prime.
Yeah. Anyway,
so,
not a big deal. Don't be down and out about it. You know, we're moving on. But it's just, you know, that's what, you know, if you're new, I mean, make mistakes. That's
so there we go.
I made a mistake last time with the ashtray. It had a chip on the bottom. I didn't realize that I can't sell it. I think I made a mistake today with an item I got. And you know, if you're watching, you're probably like, all this stuff you've got here's a mistake, dude. You just don't know what you're doing. That's okay. I'm making money. All this stuff, and really, this is the biggest focus of the show.
I mean, we'll still make money on it.
Yeah, we're fine. The biggest thing that I want to really stress to everybody is this is stuff that I'm going to show you guys that anybody can go every day at a thrift store.
Right.
There's nothing spectacular here. There's nothing that's going to go, oh my God, I paid $1 for that and made 10 grand.
No, there definitely isn't any of that.
Or I'm whatever. No, this is just realistic, right? Now, obviously, if we go to the thrift store for the hour that we go to when we do this show, if there's something spectacular, you're damn right I'm showing it.
Right.
Right? So keep this in mind as we go here, right? This isn't like, this is just, we grab some stuff, we're going to show you stuff. They're all profitable items in my mind, or else I wouldn't have bought them.
I guess I consider what my picks are, because even though, here's the funny thing, even though I have Mike as, you know, my spouse, when I'm picking, I don't go up and ask him questions. Well, do you think I should buy this, or do you think I should buy that? I don't. I just say I'm getting it for the most part, unless that it's kind of a lot of money. But for the most part, I'm in it. Like once
to win it.
Once I've picked it, once I've grabbed it and I've got it in my hands and I've thought it over a little bit, that's it. Once I'm committed, and I'm not backing out of it. And I'm gonna be like, we are buying this, and I'm gonna make money on it. And then,
well, like we went out today, and you were like, I saw her at the corner, like at the thrift store. She was with the furniture, and she's like, she had her hand up, like she was in class. And I just happened to look over because I'm flying through shirts, guys. I'm flying through shirts like this, and I look over, and she's like got her hand up. And I'm like, hey, what? She's like doing that weird. She's not saying anything, but her lips are moving. So I run over there.
Well, I wasn't gonna shout across the store.
She's like, I think this is mid-century. I go, I don't know. It was new. It was retro looking, but it wasn't like the stuff that we usually buy. It was interesting though.
Well,
it was a coffee table and an entertainment center.
Yeah. Well, I just thought, see, stuff like that I'll ask, because I don't know. I sort of know like how it looks, so it kind of had that. It had those lines.
Yeah, it was clean.
And it had those colors to it.
It was an IKEA deal.
But I didn't know for sure. So that's the kind of stuff that I'll be like. And then I had a silver piece today that I thought might be silver, because it did have markings.
And what was the name on it?
Rogers.
Okay, so guys, there are silver pieces that Rogers does make.
Yeah.
But that was not one of them.
But it had the name on it, and it had some sort of little marking on it. So I did take that over to him and ask him on that, because he knows way more about that than I do. So I was like, well, what do you think? And he was like, yeah, it has the mark, but it's not the right thing.
And
so
some
I put
of that
back.
really, like if you look up Rogers, like silver plate, some of it goes for good money. But a lot of times, you know, if you get the whole set, you know, if you get the plate with the teapot and, you know, all the accessories, I mean, and it looks really, really nice. Yeah, you could get $200-300 for it, even though it's not silver. But they did make some silver pieces, but they have different markings on the bottom. There's websites, you know, and I got books that show you like the guides and little hallmarks and trademarks that you look for, but that wasn't one of them. But that's something you always see at a thrift store.
Yeah, well, I knew to look for a marking on it.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what the marking was I was looking for.
So when you got that, were you thinking, oh my God? I mean, because it was pretty heavy.
It was heavy.
You thinking, I just hit the jackpot? I got like sterling silver?
I kind of was. Like a little bit. Like I didn't want to get my hopes up, and it definitely needed to be cleaned up and shined up and whatever.
Yeah.
But I was like, well, that's not a big deal. If it's real, I've got the silver stuff here. You've got the silver stuff. That's not a big deal. So I turned it over and I looked really carefully and I saw the name and I saw the marking on it. So I thought, then my heart started beating a little faster because I was like, you know, ooh, maybe somebody like, you know, put this out and didn't know, because they were stocking today. There were a lot of new faces there.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, surely somebody must have messed up and put it over here. And I was like, ooh, I've got it.
We went to Salvation Army and Goodwill, and then we went to 2 like no-name places.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that really quick, and then we'll start showing the finds because everybody's like, dude, whatever.
All right.
So like we went to those 2, Goodwill and Salvation Army, but let's talk about the 2 places that
I
would say they're my honey holes.
Okay. So so we hit the Goodwill and the Salvation Army and we get some stuff there, and okay, we're fine. He's like, well, let's go hit these other 2. And I said, okay. Because again, they're places that are usually closed by the time I get out of school.
Yeah.
Because they only are open till like 3 or something.
You've never been to those 2, have you?
No, I haven't been to either of them. So the first one I went to, Mike's like, okay, this is usually my honey hole right here, and I'm like, oh, okay. So we go in, and the prices were ridiculous. I mean, they wanted $10 per T-shirt type ridiculous.
I mean, worse than I've ever seen at a Goodwill. I mean,
literally, a crappy T-shirt they wanted $10 for.
The whole place changed since I was there last, and it was only a couple weeks, and I was like, really? 2 TVs, $85.
Yeah.
And then it said, do not ask for a lower price on it.
Yeah, they wouldn't even like negotiate or anything. I was like, oh my God.
End tables, $55. Pieces of junk, like just solder wood, like nothing special.
Yeah. So I told Mike, I said, that's not a honey hole, that's an asshole if you're buying something there. I mean, that's not right at all.
I'm like, what happened here? What is the deal with this? Why did this happen? Greed. Maybe not. Maybe they had to raise their prices to stay in the building. But it's a church. Right? And it's a big name like church. I'm not going to say the name, but my God.
I was like, yeah,
this is crazy.
That was not right at all.
So then we go to the next one.
So then he drives me to this next, well, I'm driving. And we go to this next one. He's like, okay, you got to go around this corner and then go
like
through
a drug
this.
Deal.
It was. He was like, go through this alley and then turn in here. And I'm like, is it safe for us to be in here? He's like, no, I'm telling you, it's right back here. I'm like, Mike, I don't think there's anything here. This looks, I mean, there were like used mattresses laying out and like bums on the side. They had like a picnic table and yeah. I was like, oh, I don't think this is right. I'm like clicking the lock, like, so we go in there, and there was a thrift store there. I don't know how on God's earth you ever found that
because that's
place.
what I do. I have to find these places.
Like I have no idea.
If you came out to where I live here and were looking for this thrift store, I would be willing to give you $100 if you could find this thrift store.
You never.
Because the only reason I found it is
again.
I made this wrong turn, and then like there's this little arrow that says thrift store. And it's literally like this big on a wall, isn't it?
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like this big. And I said, and you know, when it comes to thrifted, man, I'm a hawk. So I freaking turned that minivan around, and I went in this back alley, and there's a door, and I'm just like, okay, walked in there, and there's a woman, but we were over there, and nothing over there either.
Yeah, there really wasn't anything over there.
There was a ghetto blaster there, but it was missing all the freaking things with the cassette tape.
Yeah.
Like all the push buttons, and I'm like, I ain't messing with that.
It was, we walked out of both those places. Then we went over to Kmart.
We got some retail arbitrage stuff there. We're not going to talk about that. This is a thrift show.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, yeah. So.
Maybe that'll be the next show.
Got some
arbitrage. With
did Kim. A little retail arbitrage
so
at Kmart.
But honestly, I mean, we found some stuff here. We're going to show you guys here, and it's getting kind of, you know, so explain to the people that are out there. I mean, we're in an area where majority of the people that come out here,
they're snowbirds. They come out for the wintertime, you know, because it's mild here, you know, average 75 degrees. And they leave during this hot time. Right now, it was like 108 today out here. So they leave during this time, and I like that they leave because the roads are perfectly clear now, and you don't have crazy drivers all over the place. And I know it's normally you get behind, you know, grandpa who's doing 15 miles an hour in a 55, and you're like, this is why people die.
When you try to pass him, he gives you one of these, one of the birds.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, what are you doing?
They're mean old people.
Dude, I'm sorry, man. I know you're trying to go to Wendy's, but come on, man.
And usually they're just trying to hit the coffee shop. You know, they don't. And Starbucks, you can actually get through the line in Starbucks right now. Yeah. Because normally when they're here, it's like a 30-minute wait to get to Starbucks.
Yeah.
So, but on the other side of the coin, the thrift stores are not having as much.
And this is really
material.
our first. I mean, we moved to Arizona in the end of July. So
and you really didn't thrift for the first couple of weeks because we were kind of getting settled, and you had.
So I don't know what to expect right now. It just seems like it's slower, right? There's not a lot of inventory, but they bring out stuff every day. There's
inventory. It's just not.
It's just I mean, it's not much really spectacular. I mean, but this is what it is. This is the whole point of the show is that stuff you can find. That I'm going to show you guys and the stuff that we're buying. We're buying this not just to say, hey guys, look, you can buy this stuff, and then we're going to throw it in the garbage.
No, we're actually trying to make money on it. Again, we are trying to get some vacation, and if Kimmy keeps picking the way she has been, it's going to be another 30 years before we hit a vacation.
Let's get into this right here.
Our kids will be married.
Okay, men's suit pants, right? This is all wool, guys, really nice. You can find these all day long. Just running around the thrift stores. Cuffed, right? Really nice. I mean, super soft. Ralph Lauren. These are $25 to $30 online, right? And it's got the
made in Italy.
Here, it's got the Ralph Lauren made in Italy, right? It's not like made in Taiwan. It's not made in China.
Yeah.
This is actually probably an earlier pair, probably early '90s, late '80s. It's immaculate. I might even go $50 on these because these are. Are these nice?
They are very nice.
These are freaking sick, and they look brand new. So.
They do. There's not a thing wrong
for $1. Oh,
nice and creased.
Before we get into this, I think we spent a total of $40 to $50 on all this stuff.
I think so.
I'm going to show you guys some clothes real quick, and if you guys are bored with the clothes, I'm sorry. I'm going to run through them.
Well, just run through them. You don't have to get. You don't have to.
So here's something here. I always pick these up when I see these Tabasco shirts. They're men's polo shirts. Go take a look at these on complete listings. They actually sell really nice.
Oh, they're like chili peppers on there?
Yeah, Tabasco.
Yeah,
They've got Tabasco on the collar. Really nice stuff. Don't expect $30 for something like this. Used, this is like 10 to 15. Sometimes you throw it to auction, you get in 20. It's weird. It's really weird, but I picked up one of those. You picked this one out.
I did. I picked this one out.
She was like, I got one.
I did. Mexico soccer shirt with the World Cup going on right now, so I thought
World Cup?
Yeah, isn't the World Cup still going on?
Huh? That ended 6 months ago, Kim.
No, it didn't. Shut up.
All right, yeah, so you picked it because World Cup's going on.
Yeah, I did. I picked it because World Cup is going on, and I don't know how Mexico's doing, but I figured somebody's going to buy it, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, there are a lot of Spanish. I mean, I'm half Spanish, half Italian, so somebody's going to buy this shirt.
Someone's going to buy it.
It's Adidas, Mexico. I mean, come on, soccer ball. It's a winner.
I thought it was a winner.
It's a winner.
You were hemming and hawing on me, but I said
you got that.
But it was half off. So
yeah, and then I grabbed 2 other soccer shirts, and I wasn't feeling it because I wanted to show you up and be like, look, I got 2 shirts too, soccer shirts, and I put them back. I should have probably bought them, but
well, then I would have bought them.
All right, so here's a Yankees, black Yankees. This is the Negro League, like throwback jersey. This is pretty sweet, guys.
It has it on there.
Can you see that? So the Negro League, right? This is probably made in the mid-'90s, possibly late '90s. A lot of these didn't have like a major brand like Nike or Adidas, so it's just Team J Sports. $20-$30, maybe I can get 50, right? I'm gonna shoot it for 50 and we'll see what happens. We'll do buy now best offer on that. Here, we've talked about this before. I mean, it's classic, it's simple, it's just do it. All right, Nike, pick these up.
See, Mexico plays tomorrow.
There you go.
See?
We gotta list it. So
World Cup just started today. See?
Awesome. Thanks, Linda. Nike shirts, guys. Nike shirts, they sell. There's a price point to all of them, right? Obviously, if you find some really vintage ones, those go for good money.
Was that one like a $9.99?
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this for probably $12, 13 bucks. Yeah. If I wanted to, I could sell for $10. It'd be gone probably tomorrow morning. Here now, I've talked about this, champion jerseys. Okay, this is Kings, Williams. Here's the thing, though. This is a kid's extra large. So I mean, it's not going to demand like it would be a men's adult large.
But here's the thing: you could also call this a woman's small.
A men's small. That'll fit a men's medium.
I mean, this would fit me.
Yeah.
So
that's why I get them, because I put in the title adult extra large, or I'm sorry, youth extra large, and then I'll put the fits. I won't put fits, but I'll put adult size small, medium.
Yeah.
And I sell them all the time. I don't have any more in stock. But these sell, right? If you ever watch a basketball game or you ever go to a sporting event and there's a woman or a young kid who's rocking a vintage shirt or jersey, that's where they're getting them from, right? Because a girl, let's say she's 5'6", where is she going to get a jersey that's going to fit her, that she wants a throwback?
Well, I don't know.
This is how we get them.
Well, that's a tall girl.
Or 5'3" or whatever, 5'1". I don't know. Moving on.
Well, I'm just saying, I'm 5'3".
Oh, you know what I'm saying? You ever watch a basketball game and you look over there and you're watching the game or football and you see somebody in the crowd and like, damn, that's a vintage jersey.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Well, where do they get them from? They're not going to Kmart. Kmart ain't selling vintage.
They get them from you, babe.
Me and other 10,000 sellers out there.
All right, let's go.
And you guys now. All right, so here, T-shirt, right? Vintage, straight up vintage, right? I mean, this is
sound gallery.
You see this light, guys? This is like a burnout shirt. You see that light just popping through here? This is burnout, right? But here, it's got great subject matter. The sound gallery, stick it in your dash. Some kind of, store probably from the late 80s, installing car stereos, probably, or maybe a radio station. I don't know. We'll sell it. This one, I was like, dude, I got to grab this. This is just, I mean, come on. Ray-Ban? Vintage Ray-Ban? Who remembers this?
Come on, you remember Ray-Ban.
Yeah, I mean, this has got the classic Ray-Ban look. I don't know. I might be able to get $25 for this. I really, it's clean.
It is for a white shirt,
And I hate white shirts,
Yeah. Usually they got pit stains or whatever else on them.
Thrift store lighting is super bad.
Yeah.
Especially with the white stuff. All right, here's another one here. Just grabbed it because subject matter, right? Starbucks. So Starbucks, I don't even know what it says.
Behold the bean on the front there.
It's American Apparel shirt, so American Apparel makes nice clothing.
What's it say?
I use American Apparel for all my T-shirts I screen print on.
It says this is not just a coffee bean, it is a farmer's livelihood and a cultural commodity. It has sparked revolutions and countless conversations, not to mention when you brew it at 195 degrees Fahrenheit, it tastes sublime.
That's great. Ooh, what, $13, $14?
I bet you get $20
Honestly,
out of that.
Here's the thing I was thinking about.
A Starbucks shirt, I bet you can get $20 out of that all day long.
That's what I was thinking, because, I've been reselling for a while. I find a couple here and there, not too many.
No.
A Starbucks shirt, so we'll see.
I do. I think you can get $20 all day long.
All right, here's another one. This again, subject matter, tie-dye with an M&M, orange dye on it. I mean, licensed. I mean, it's got the M&M tag. I mean, just $15, $20. People will buy it. People love M&Ms. They love the M&M, Kim. Here's one that just, I said I got to grab this.
I knew you were going to grab that one.
Yeah, did you see that?
I did see it.
Yeah, I was like, I can't. I mean, Sopranos. It's dead stock. Dead stock means it's never been worn. I mean, it's brand new, without a doubt. Size large, HBO. It's got everything going for it. I don't know, $20, $15, $20. We'll see. Should go. I mean, Sopranos should go for more.
Who knows?
It was a damn good show.
It was, but you never know.
They marketed it really well, and they're selling a ton of shit on their website. So, all right, here's another one, guys. Screen Star's Best. This shirt is actually badass. Look at this. Look at the graphics on that.
That's
just got its classic California wave sail, Hawaii. You put in that. You find stuff like this vintage. That's what you're putting in your title. This one's actually real. Yeah, this is nice. I mean, this is like if you go to Hollister.
And here's the thing, for it being that old, I mean, it's really
late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it's not, the colors are still so vivid, like it's barely been worn.
Yeah, it's minty fresh. But this is the look. What, do you see something? Oh, we got a couple little marks there. Not a big deal. You
I
know?
didn't even notice it before.
Yeah, so there's little marks. I sell stuff with little marks all the time. I
Yeah.
sell stuff with holes in it. But here, this is just a classic look.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I can get 25, 30 bucks for this shirt.
Probably.
You know? So moving on here. All right, so I'm going to butcher this one. Do you know who this is?
That would be the Cat in the Hat.
No, I know that.
Thing 1 and thing 2.
The thing, that's what I look at. So
but
here,
this
tie-dye.
happens to say, hold on now though, because this says he gone on the bus license plate, and then this says Dread 1 and Dread 2.
It's got BW bus. I mean, this has got hippie freaking thing. Dr. Seuss.
So I don't know
tie-dye, Grateful Dead. I mean, it's got it all flowing to it.
Yeah, I don't know what.
So we'll do pretty well with this, I think.
Interesting.
You know, let's see what that does. A couple more shirts, guys, before I bore you to death. Here, all right. There was no like all the men's like shirts or sweaters and blazers. There was nothing, nothing to be had.
Yeah,
so they weren't getting much. Just a straight Tommy Bahama T-shirt. Don't overlook these. There's price points to everything.
Yeah.
To all this stuff, right? Are these $30 shirts? No. Right? But they're quick. They could be quick flips, or they sell in a month or 2 weeks, or if you list to auction, they're gone. And it's all about getting. I paid less than maybe 50 cents for this. I turned my 50 cents into $8.
There you go.
You know. So all right, off the clothing now, except for these.
Got some ties.
Got some ties here. The tie here. You want to show some ties?
All right, here's some ties. It's a nice Tommy Hilfiger tie. Got the logo down there at the bottom. There's one.
Yeah, Jerry Garcia.
Jerry Garcia tie.
Ties can bring really good money, guys. I mean, are they home runs like $50 ties? Depends what tie you're looking for. But if it's a basic tie, it's got some look, it's got the name brand, it'll sell. It'll sell really fast.
It's a Bugatti.
Bugatti Omo shirt or a tie. I mean, it's really nice. That's a nice tie. You know, there's price points for it all. So.
And then Pierre Cardin. No, I'm sorry.
Pierre Cardin.
Pierre Ballman. Pierre Ballman. I don't know where I got that from.
Pierre Cardin.
I don't know.
You must have been thinking about your ex-boyfriend back in the 80s.
Must be.
The guy that wore the Jacquard Noir.
Oh, God. I used to love that.
And the Pierre Cardin shirts.
God. Come on, don't tell me you didn't wear them too.
What, Pierre Cardin?
Yes.
No.
Yes, you did.
Kim, I was IOU.
Oh, shut up.
No.
You did so.
Kim, I rocked it. I was wearing Nike. I had Jordans before people freaking had Jordans, Kim. Anyway. All right, so that's what we did in there. Let me move all this stuff. Oh, Jesus. Let's get
Don't break.
All right. So let's show this one.
All right, let's show this one.
This one's neat. I saw a lot of these. These are really nice, guys. And there's some that are worth a lot more than this one here. Does anybody know what this is? Exactly. No, not only do you turn 50 cents into $8, but you attract more. Yeah, that's what's up. You're attracting people in. People are like, and then if you keep listing stuff every week on eBay, people want to just go, what is this guy got next? You know, and people start following you. That's what it's all about, is getting people to notice you, keep putting things up there, and people start watching. And the next thing it'll go boop, boop, your phone's going bing, bing, ching, cha-ching, whatever it's doing, and you're selling stuff.
So this is a Lolita wine glass, and then at the bottom, so when you find these, they look like.
Did you mention the name?
Lolita.
Okay.
Yeah, when you find these, they're like hand painted like this on the bottom as well, and then on the bottom you'll see the mark. There it is, Lolita. And then they're all
hand carved, not carved, but hand painted.
Hand painted, and then you'll see that's a recipe for the Queen drink.
Yeah. Does that one have a date on the bottom?
This one does not. So this is pretty cool. The stem as well is painted, and so each of these different cups has a different recipe at the bottom for a drink as well. So these are pretty cool. And what would you say this would go for, Mike?
That one there, I mean, obviously, if you could find the box with it, it's got like a little circular box where it fits right in there. They're worth a little bit more. But I've sold these. They range from $15 to $80.
Wow.
We got one probably 2 months ago. We sold for like $50, $60. But that one was like blinged out. I mean, this one's kind of.
This one's more
They've made
plain.
a lot. I think they made a lot of these. This particular one.
This one's
really,
not as blinged out as some
the
of the other
one.
ones.
I mean, the other one you couldn't even see like the glass. It was all painted up. It was gorgeous. But look out for this stuff, guys. It's someone who worth some money, and so there's that one there. Let me try to bust that.
I don't know where you're gonna put that so that we don't. Okay. Here, you had that. No.
Yeah, so I don't like selling coffee mugs, but I like to sell coffee mugs if they're worth my time, right? That may sound ignorant. That might sound like, Mike, you're stupid. What, you sell T-shirts for $10? T-shirts a lot easier for me to move than a coffee mug, right? So no disrespect to anybody out there that's selling a lot of coffee mugs. There's
just not our thing.
Not
Everybody's got their own thing. Yeah. That one's not really ours.
I grab things that I say to myself, you know what, I could sell for 20 or more, right? Or higher up, $40 ones. This is a Boynton mug, and I mean, here, great graphics. This is that. This isn't, you know, people take this type of mug sometimes, they throw it to auction and they sell it for $7 shipped. Makes no sense to do that. My strategy with this would be to turn around, put a buy it now best offer price of $25 on it. All right, and I'm not going to take less than like $18 on it. And you know, it's just Boynton sells. Look it up. It's pretty crazy. Stoner says, "Don't be talking about mugs, Mike." Yeah. Hey, if you're selling mugs, great, right? It's just, you know, certain ones I pick up, you know, and go, I'm going to sell this. And you know what? If I sit on this for 6 months, I'm sitting on it, I guess. But I'm not sitting on 8,000 mugs.
No.
All right. So there's that one there. This one was cool because we've been flipping this mug on Amazon like a boss, really, right?
Yeah.
Like on Amazon FBA.
Okay, so it's the Starbucks collection. You are here.
There's a bolo, right? If you're doing Amazon, go to your Starbucks and grab every one of these Starbucks mugs.
So this is the Arizona one. I had been buying these in Starbucks.
And we've been FBAing them. They've been selling, boom, boom, boom. They're like $12, brand new.
Yeah, they're not
$30.
They're actually great. And so we've been selling them, and Mike's like, God, I want to go out and get one. And I think because it doesn't have the box, Mike's going to keep this one because that's actually a really nice.
It is actually, and it's Arizona, and
it's deep.
I think I flipped probably like 18 or 20 of these same ones. And there I was at the thrift store today, and I said, "No way!"
And there's nothing wrong with it.
It's like, brand new. Nobody even had a sip out of this.
No.
And I said to myself, you know what? This is either I'm going to put it out there, and if I can't sell this in a week for $22, it's mine.
Okay.
Is that a deal?
That's a deal.
All right. So anyway, Starbucks.
I kept the popcorn bowl. You can keep a coffee mug.
But I've been looking at them because I've been selling them so well in FBA that we went to Starbucks. I think it was last weekend, and they're all gone. All those mugs. I'm like, damn it, I didn't get to keep one. Not like I'd keep them, collect them, but all right. Tell them the story about this. You turned to me and said, "No way, you're buying that."
I did. Here is the reason.
Nice, Jax. See, Boynton sells.
So this bear, okay, she's got some little bloomers, dressed, turn of the century style. She's got a little hat box in there. Now, I think she may have at one time come with a hat, but maybe she didn't. She has a hat box. Here's the reason why I said to Mike not.
She says, "I read this and I said, I think this is a good one, Cam." And she goes, "No."
And here's why I said no, because the shoes. Look at the shoes.
Yeah, it's roached.
The shoes are in horrible condition. I said if somebody's gonna want this, they're gonna want the shoes, nice as well. So that is why I told him not to buy it, because of the shoes.
Yeah, and so it's like any bear you find at a thrift store. I mean, there's some expensive bears out there.
There are
plushes, right? This one is made by let me see here if I can get this thing right here. It's a gun brand, G-U-N-D. Okay, look these up. Let's see, where are we? Gun, G-U-N-D, 1983, I believe. Let me double check. Playthings Past, 1983 gun. I've sold a couple of these prior, but never with an outfit on it. And I get $20, $30 for just the bear itself. Here, it's got an outfit, and if you look, I don't think I've ever seen an outfit that looks dated like this. This thing looks pretty.
Well,
I know it's meant to.
It's meant to look like that, though.
But I'm thinking I can get $50 for this thing. I
That's
don't know.
what
Maybe
the
I'm
that's
smoking
what
crack
the
or I've had too many Modelo's.
that's what the playthings past is meant, is that it's supposed to look like a.
Yeah, but you decided. You said it first when I had this. You're like, put it back.
I
Remember that?
did. I did. I said put it back. Because of the shoes, really.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'll sell this for $14.
I mean,
I don't
it's
want to
not
sell it for 14.
the outfit that is like that velvety feel. I mean, it's good.
It's a nice pair besides the shoes.
It's a nice. If the shoes had been perfect, I would have said absolutely pick it up, because really, there's nothing wrong with her at all, other than the shoes. So I saw
Maybe
no
do
other
we sell them
flaws
without
with
the
her.
shoes?
Well,
we
no,
sell
I
all
think you
this.
sell it with
So
the
here it
shoes,
is.
because somebody, I suppose, could
These-
always look online and find
There's
the
some of these 83
shoes.
ones that go for $80, $90. You know, and actually, if you look up on eBay, a lot of them aren't fully
Don't
colored.
have the bear.
Usually, they got a the brown tone here, and the nose is a lighter brown. This one is
all the same.
Yeah, same color. I don't know. We'll see.
So the fact that she has all of her accessories, though, really, I'm sure probably does make her more valuable. I was just concerned about the shoes, but
Kim, I'm just want to let you know real quick. Anyway, I'm gonna sell that thing for $40.
I know, I'm sure you will.
I'm gonna sell it.
You know what? At this point, I don't feel comfortable because I keep getting duds lately. Where's my other book that I found?
Which one? Let me knock this one. Oh, here, you found this one.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I did find this mug. Somebody must have traveled or something, but it's also an Italy mug.
One. By the way, the other one hasn't sold. That other big Italy pot broiler or whatever you want to call it.
So this to me, I think, is like an olive oil jar, like that for the table.
Or
like
is it
you
creamer?
I would think it was for oil.
Yeah.
That would be my guess, for oil or vinegar, like to drizzle with or for dipping. So it's absolutely beautiful, though. And the reason I say olive oil is because it's olives that are on here. That's why
I see that. Yeah.
That's why I say it was probably for olive oil.
It's a nice piece, handmade.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Nothing wrong with it. So.
What do you think you're gonna sell
That's
it for?
that.
$25?
No.
More?
No. I'm thinking probably 15.
$15? All right.
I'm thinking $15. We'll see.
All right. So
that's my little.
Here, I grabbed this. Now, if you're a lot of people sell accessories. Now, Kim laughed at me. She's like, "What are you gonna do with this?"
There's another one.
And I said,
like,
Kim,
really?
I said, "Do you have any idea how
much
much a Dyson is? Does anybody know what a Dyson vacuum cleaner is? You should.
I know that they're expensive. I do know that they're.
But like,
expensive.
here's the part 201, man. People, they're flying around their house vacuuming like some crazy, stay-at-home mom, just running through the house like a madman, trying to clean the house real quick, and they bust this whole thing. This whole piece breaks off.
Well,
out of warranty. Where did they go?
This to me.
Where did they go for a DC4?
Seems like it's an attachment of some kind. Because look at how hard those bristles are.
I don't care if it's an attachment. I don't care if it can. Like, it says Dyson on it. It's worth money.
I know, but I'm thinking this is for like
Maybe I screwed up with this.
Maybe for like wet stuff. See how it looks like there's like a
rain cloud.
Yeah,
some feet.
So I'm thinking that this is.
Anyway,
look at the bottom, guys. I'm thinking that this is somehow for like
for
wet
the
floors
DC04.
or
I looked it up. DC4 Dyson.
Something like that. So.
Okay. And there's not too many of these replacement heads online. The last one I saw was like $34 shipped.
Are we assuming that it works?
Well, how would it not work? There's nothing in here. There's no on-off button. Do you see an on switch? Plus, with Dyson, everything takes apart. You clean it up. That's the whole point of it.
Well, that's true.
All right. That's why somebody needs this.
I'm sure they probably do. I don't know. I'm gonna probably.
So she said, I paid $3.99 for this. And maybe I'm just a little. Maybe I'm crazy. But would you guys have grabbed this for $3.99? Yeah, it's basic. There's nothing to it. I'm gonna sell this. If I don't, I don't sell it. But how could I have let this just sit there?
I don't know. You probably will sell it. You know what, guys? I am really feeling.
Oh, don't.
Defeated.
Defeated? This isn't a game. It's
like
Jeff Warren and Johnny Goodbye says. This ain't a hashtag. This isn't a game.
No,
Kim.
it is a game because I have to try and compete with you.
I knew it. Brandon said I sold one of those. I'm telling you, Brandon is accessory king, knows what's going on. So anyway, so you're feeling down and out.
I am. I'm feeling a little, I don't know.
Like what?
I'm feeling a little disheartened
Well, I think you're doing fine.
about this whole thing because I feel like I have such big shoes to live up to since I have to do this every week with you.
Well,
and you always find things that make money, and I was so excited when we started this, and I'm feeling kind of downhearted that
get you back up
none of my
pace.
stuff is like none of my stuff is selling.
Well,
It's aggravating. I do feel like some of the new people out there because I really like. I can understand people's frustration where they like listen to people and they watch people and stuff, and then they go out and try and do it themselves, and it's just not happening for them.
Well, I mean, we've talked on Pick for Profit Radio. That's where we're going to talk about what's sold, what hasn't. It's not like we've just been like destroying all the stuff we bought.
Well, no, I know, but I feel like lately I'm not. I don't know. Like I've got that pot. I've got that pot that I bought, but
and then all right, so here, so you got the pot. I believe in the pot. Hashtag I believe in the pot. All right, but anyway, all right, so she got the pot, and then we're at the thrift store, and next thing you know,
the dish,
yeah, the dish,
not
the dish from
not
the previous
pot,
episode.
the dish.
So all of a sudden, I'm sitting there at the Goodwill looking through the shelf, and I said, "No way!" I said, "Kim, you're not gonna believe this."
You
and
did.
I think you came running from like the linens or whatever. You were like looking at binders.
I know.
Because you're telling them right. I mean, you've been occupied with crafts.
I have. I've been feeling
maybe
very
you should
crafty.
sell here, right? If you're feeling down and out, you've been posting on the Facebooks and stuff like that. Like, look what I made, guys, right? Create a binder and sell them on Etsy. You probably sell for more than half the stuff of junk I got here.
I
don't feel down and out. So anyway,
all right. So anyway, Mike found.
She's sitting there like on the other side of the aisle, and I just like screamed like, "Whoa!" I mean, it just sounded like just beyond like stupid. Right?
He's like, oh my God!
I couldn't believe I found like the other piece of that thing. I swear to God, guys, I'm not making this up.
He did. I swear to God, he did.
This
is the inside. Now this one seems more like a tortilla warmer or something, or some sort of dish. It's footed.
I don't know.
See how it's footed, and then the same markings, number. Let me see. I have to go this way with it.
Thanks, Brandon. 20, 30 bucks on Dyson head. But here it was, and I was like, this had to have come from the same person who donated the other one.
I mean, it's super heavy.
I mean, it's got the orange glaze. It's got the feel for it.
Kind of feel, yeah.
I don't know. What do you put in your fruit? I think you put fruit in here.
Yeah, or some sort of salsa or compote, or I don't know, some
compote.
Sort of. Yeah,
what's a compote?
It's kind of like a salsa.
See, all right, guys. So if you haven't figured it out yet, Kim comes up with a big word sometimes, or at least they're big for me. Compote. I don't know what compote is. So Kim, elaborate. The other people like me that don't know what a compote is.
Well, it's kind of like a. It's a loose coin holder. It's kind of like a salsa or like a jelly little thing, or like you'd put stuff in there and then you dip it out and put it on a cracker or
so
like
that's a compote.
That kind of thing, yeah.
Can't we just call that a dish? You're getting fancy there. You're like compote.
Like an appetizer, sort of.
Well, it's like when you sent me in to go buy that Christmas present for that one year, and I called it a colander. All right.
I sent him in for a footed colander.
I went there.
That's what I wanted, was a footed colander.
Williams and Sonoma, they looked at me like I was something wrong with me. Yeah, there is something wrong with me.
He went in and said, I would like a colander. Well, not a colander.
Anyway, we found the brother to the sister.
We did. So
and I don't know. I mean,
I'm thinking that this might be easier to find online, and then we'll have a little bit more of an idea about the other one. I don't know.
All right. What else? What do you want? Anthony, no, stop.
No.
Here's okay. You make mistakes, right? I think this is a mistake. I paid $2.99 for it, and it's a Scarface clock that lights up. Now, I bought this. You're going to take the glare off there.
Oh, sorry, guys. Neon. It's supposed to light up neon red.
You know, and I didn't. Usually, I bring a battery with me in my pocket. Like I have like a AA or AAA, a couple of them just to test things. I didn't have one. I said, man, that's got Scarface on it, Al Pacino. You know what? If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. So I got a battery in now. The clock actually does work. But the neon
clock part works, the neon doesn't.
So I don't know if I can sell it.
You can probably take it to a neon guy who can take it apart and
charge me $50. Wow. When I don't know. This thing is probably never even worth $50.
I don't know.
You know, I don't know. So this is probably, you know, it's a bust. If not, I mean, if I can get $25 for it and get $10 out of my $2, okay. But if not, it's gonna be in the garage. You like it so far?
Well, I don't want it in the living room, but it can go in like the
You
garage
sure?
or something. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the one where I was like, oh man, I might have screwed up. But hey, it's part of the game. All right. So then here we go. You found these.
I did. I found
Talk
these.
about these.
Okay.
See, now here, you're all down and out like, oh my God, you know, I'm just not finding things. I'm scanning items they're not selling. Here,
And then I go and find
you
these.
find these things. I think these are really, really nice. I think they're going to command some money.
All right, so these are mid-century modern. These are teak. It's salt and pepper shakers. Matching. Okay. And then in addition, there is a matching pepper grinder.
Pepper mill, yeah.
So you do one of these things to.
Is that enough, sir? Yes, it is. More pepper, please.
So that's them.
Yeah, these, I mean, believe it or not, very collectible. Keyword, put something like mid-century modern in it. Don't put in there wood pepper mill on eBay.
Mid-century modern, teak.
Put in these keywords, mid-century modern, you know, stuff like that. It'll pop. But I mean, it's smooth. It's these are really nice. I mean, this is just, I mean, straight up modern. Look at that. I mean, you can see this sitting on somebody's dining room table. You know.
What do you think I'm going to get for these? I'm thinking.
Right. What do you think on this one? Because we're going to sell it. Well, do you want to sell them together? Because I don't think you should.
These two and then this one.
Yeah, individually.
These two, I'm thinking 15.
15, all right.
No, well, you tell me. Hold on.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. I would, if I was doing it all by myself,
$15.
I would put $15 on
15
these.
shipped.
15 shipped.
Okay.
Yes. And on this one, I'd probably put 20 shipped.
20 shipped. Okay.
Now, what were you thinking?
Those will probably sell like that. I mean, there's no, you know, no right and wrong way.
Okay, so what would you put on?
I'm thinking here like 35.
Oh.
And I, you know, it might be more because they're so plain looking and they're so clean.
They would go with any decor.
Here, it's not really marked. There's nothing spectacular about it. $25? I don't know. But sometimes that's the thing. Here, you might want to take a risk and throw just an auction. And you had the right keywords lined up, put it for $24.99, and next thing you know, it might go for $48. Somebody might have the other exact same one like this. This is how crazy these people are that collect this stuff.
Yeah.
They collect them, and then they want another pair. Or they go, oh, I don't have that for my collection. I mean, there are some super peppermill freaks out there.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely sell them separately because this is a little bit of, it's not quite the same. This is a little bit.
It's darker.
Yeah, this is darker than this. So even though they're both teak, but this is just, you can tell it was probably this color to start, and then this is where somebody was always grabbing it. Yeah. So the oils from their hands sort of not discolored.
Show that to them. Not
discolored it, but made it
darker and lighter.
Rubbed off. So if you look here, I don't know how well you'll be able to see this. Here's one color, which is the same color as the top here. And then if you flip it over to the other side, this is a little bit lighter. I don't know if that's if you're easy to see that or not, but
and it could be the color of the wood because this teak does that where it has dark spots and lightens up. But yeah, I can see what you're saying because
it seems like
parts when you're looking at it, like somebody was constantly grabbing
somebody
like that
was using it more. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's crazy looking. I mean that's.
And it doesn't take anything away from it at all. I'm not saying that it looks terrible. It just adds to the character.
I think you're going to kill with these. I think you're probably going to sell these. We'll list these. I think you're going to sell these faster than I will sell that Dyson part.
I don't know. We'll see.
So don't get down and out, Cam.
I know. I just, you know what? Because I want everything to be, that's the problem, is I want everything to be like a home run. But
that's not how we do our business.
It's not. I know, but
it's exciting, and American Pickers.
No, it's not even that. No, because I know all of that. I feel like it's a competition with you, and I have to one up you.
No, why? We're the same team.
I know, but it's
team hashtag winning, right?
Because I just
are you on a competition?
I can't help myself.
That's
I'm a
okay.
bit
If you wanna
competitive,
play.
and I constantly feel like I have to like I want to have that thing that I bring to you, and you're like, oh my god, that's a score.
You did that with
You
the.
know what, you guys? Isn't it weird? Okay, it's totally like a. I want you to be proud of
I
me.
am proud of you, Kim.
That's what it comes down to.
Guys,
I want
'cause
to come to him with something, and he's like, "Oh wow, I never would have grabbed that." Or you totally looked,
That's why
in an
I have
area
so
that
much
I
fun
didn't.
doing this show because, for the people that don't know, I mean, you're working as a teacher, so you're not out there with me when I'm doing all this every day, running
No.
around and this, that, looking for things. I mean, I have nobody to talk to,
Yeah.
right? Other than myself, or I go on Facebook and go, guys, look what I just got. Or on Facebook, or guys, look what I scored. Here, we're talking about, we're finding things together. This is fun. You're in a thrift store in the corner. I'm looking at shirts, and you're
Yeah.
hunting around. I mean, it's fun. That's what this is all about.
No, it's not. It's not
as long as
that
you're
it's
doing it
not
with me.
fun.
Are you trying to say right now you're dropping out?
No.
Are you quitting?
No.
All right. Don't quit on me. Let's go.
I am not. I'm not quitting. I just.
All right. Let's show them this, and then we're going to show them. Do you think? I mean, this is a nice one piece you got here.
I think that's my pick of the week. I'm keeping. That's gonna. We'll
right.
save that for last because that's gonna be my pick of the week.
All right. So here's a piece here I grabbed, mid-century modern, without a doubt. Teak,
like for the desk.
Guys, you can use this multiple purpose, right? A guy can use this for a desk or a woman to set their pencils, their paper clips, blah blah blah. This is also a great piece to put on a wardrobe to put your
watch,
cuffs, your watches, your wallet, your keys, right? This stuff has got clean lines. It's got clean look. I mean, it's got the teak. It's dusty as hell.
Yeah, it needs to be cleaned up a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
nice and sturdy.
But it is just. I mean, look at this.
It's really nice.
It's a really nice piece, and believe it or not, I mean, if you're walking right by the wood stuff,
take a look at it.
Take a look at some of this stuff.
Some of it's crap, absolutely.
Yeah. You'll be able to spot teak and this mid-century look, right? It's got the chrome, it's got the nice wood. I mean, it's got everything going on.
Solid lines.
Value on this? I'm shooting for 30 or plus.
I was gonna say 35.
Yeah, $35, $40 shipped. I don't want to sell it for 20 shipped. I really don't, because it's going to cost me $12 to ship it. Doesn't get fees, and I got $3 in it.
Yeah. No, I think.
Yeah, this is straight up cool. Look for stuff like this, just unique, different. You could see this ready. I could see it on somebody's credenza.
Yeah, sure.
When they come into their house and they get the mid-century look, like the credenzas we saw on Craigslist.
Yeah.
It's sitting there. The guy comes home. Here, honey, I'm home, and he puts
his watch, his keys, or whatever.
Everything's on there. He knows where it's at. I might be able to get more from that by putting in mid-century modern, $60. Just I don't know what I'm gonna call this yet.
You know what I would do when you photograph that? I would do that. Put your wallet on there. Put your watch on there.
It'll make it real. Make it pop.
Yep.
Like whoa.
So sometimes that's how you get more money too, is staging.
Yeah.
Just like people stage their houses, stage your photographs for things like this. What the heck's the matter with the cat?
What is that?
With the cat?
Jesus.
Stage your products like this so that people have an idea, because somebody might say and go, oh, well, that's really cool, but I have no idea what I would use that for. So you can take two different pictures. You can take a picture where it would be used, like you said, for a man to put his things on it, or also to put your pens and things like that in as well.
All right.
West Coast says it's called a desk valet.
Desk valet, that's what I was thinking of. Awesome, thanks for posting that. I'm sitting there going, what is this? It's just that I knew it. I grabbed it. I said, this is cool. It's going to sell.
I'm going to grab another drink while you talk about that.
So here we were, now the rest of the stuff.
Hold on, because I want to show them.
Your piece?
I want to show them this.
Which one? Oh, okay. Let me say that for that. All right. So the rest of the stuff is all Amazon FBA, right? It's all stuff we got Thrift. It's all used. Some of it's dead stock. Some of it's new. It's going to run through a lot of this and kind of show you guys just my mentality when I'm running around. I don't know, there's some home runs in here. There are some $30, $40 movies. There's $80 audio CDs. There's some video games. Let me just run through them just so you get an idea of just what kind of look for. I mean, it's just look through everything. Kirk Douglas, Howard Hawks, The Big Sky. Here, let me just scan it real quick and let's just see, because let's just be on point here.
Well, we surely will not scan it with Kim's phone.
Yeah, let's just be on point. Oh, we're scanning. There's a big-ass light on my pop-up bandit. Why did that come on? There it goes. All right, so came up. Profit Bandit ranked 206,000, and it goes for $34 used. See that? That's actually pretty darn good.
And that's just in good condition.
I'm all about that.
I would say is better than that.
I'm all about that for sure. I mean, this is just a no-brainer.
Yeah. So, well, we don't have to scan all of them.
We're not going to scan them up, but I was just scanning them
just
here, right?
to show you.
These are all in that kind of price range. You know, I don't like to scan. I'm not going to buy a VHS that comes up for $5.
Right.
Right? There's just no sense in that. Unless you're buying in a huge lot of something in for pennies or whatever. Didn't even want to play that game. Sure. This item here, what is this one?
This is Cavalry Scout starring James Arness and Rod Cameron.
Yeah. A lot of good Western movies. A lot of these old mountain men type, you know, movies sell. These have great ranks, and they go for, these are, I believe they're all $8 and up, $10 and up.
This one, big names in here.
That one I think was a $30 VHS.
Raquel Welch, Ernest Borgnine, Robert Culp, Jack Elam, Hanny Calder, toughest woman in the West. Mm-hmm. So lots of kind of big older stars
good
there. Good
point there, Anthony. He says sometimes people think they're also getting the wallet when you're talking about that valet. Yeah, when you're staging things, always put in like exclamation points or stars. This stuff does not include it with it. Only this. You know, same thing when you're selling like a men's suit and you got a shirt underneath it and a tie.
Yeah.
Put it in there and say, hey, the shirt and tie is not included.
Yeah.
But it's available in my eBay store.
This one is called perhaps the best Western of this decade. It's with Willie Nelson, and it's called The Red-Headed Stranger.
I mean, it's got Willie Nelson in it, right? It had a good sales rank. I'm in.
Morgan Fairchild and Willie Nelson.
I almost want to watch that. I really do.
So
maybe I have to spin it.
It says he's a preacher. His blessing is a bullet.
He will smoke with you if you need some smoke.
That's right.
He'll sing you some songs on the banjo. All right.
There's that.
All right. You want to move to the books? All right. Let's go through these books real quick, and then we'll finish off with these over here.
What about these up here?
We'll get to that here.
Okay.
All right. So we're looking through the books, and Kim was using my phone this time, and she was doing it right. Right. Doing it right. Here, this book was $2.99, but there was no ISBN. There was no barcode. I just have a feeling on this. I just have a gut feeling. I haven't even looked it up. I don't even know. It could be worthless. I don't know.
It's a cookbook.
I have no idea.
Picayune Creole cookbook. Stewed kidneys, anyone? Broiled kidneys?
Yeah, it's. I believe it was made. This one was made in the 80s.
Frogs.
But it's got a history of all the antique and vintage recipes for Creole.
Yeah. I might have to take this one. Cream of rice soup. I might have to take this one before.
Here, so I took a chance on this. I took a chance, and I don't know. This could be a waste of time. It could be a penny book. I think it's got great subject matter, though.
Yeah, it's interesting.
I didn't sit in the store and type it all in and go. Ooh, I just threw it in the cart. So let's go. I don't
picture of New Orleans in the front here. Copyright.
Was it the 80s?
1984.
84. Okay. Mm-hmm. It's immaculate. It's mint.
However, oh no, I'm sorry. Nope, 1984. Yeah.
So I took a chance on it. Well see if this works out.
Well, it's interesting because it has
great subject matter.
Before you get into the cookbook portion, it has a whole introduction about Creole history with pictures and things like that. So that's that might be interesting too for people as well.
So I'm gonna look into this a little more, see what it is. It might be, like I said, it might be a penny book. I don't know. I think it's got great subject matter. I decided, you know what, $3 I'm in. I'm gonna gamble a little bit. I'm gambling.
So there you go.
But so we tested this out. We'll mention it Pick for Profit after Pick for Profit Radio. Once I look this up and see what it is, I'll let you guys know. Or maybe you guys know now. I don't know. There's that. You actually found these. Okay, so we walked into Goodwill. What was our approach? Because lately we've been doing really well with obviously some of the smaller pieces, but we do pretty well consistently at this Goodwill with media, books.
Yeah.
So when we walked in, we know it's a good sign when you walk by the front door.
that rolling rack right there.
With the cart.
They have a rolling cart there sometimes, not all the time.
Yeah.
So if they have it, like we have found autographed books there.
I've found 300-400 books there.
Yeah, and usually they're like books that are on sale. They were 99 cents.
Yeah.
And so the majority of them are super cheap. They're like trying to get rid of them, and they're showcasing them to try and get rid of them.
I don't know if they're showcasing them.
Well, it kind of seems like they are, because they could have put them in the other sections.
But it's the weirdest thing. It's like their new inventory they put there.
Well, maybe that's it, or it's just their new stuff that they put out. But it's cheap. It's never more.
No, it's the cheapest stuff.
It's the cheapest stuff that they have
on the bookshelf.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know what exactly. I think they're just trying to move it quickly. I don't know, but that's where we found these anyway.
Yeah, so you found these two books here. You know, there was a bunch of, well, talk about really what you had
I had the little golden books.
Talk about that real quick.
Yeah.
So some of those do really, really well in FBA.
Yeah, whenever you see little golden books, anybody who
while you're talking, I'm going to move this stuff.
All right. Anybody who's over the age of, I would say 30 at least, remembers the little golden books. I grew up with them, Mike grew up with them, and things like the Hokey Pokey Puppy. And, and then they had, ones for Scooby-Doo and that kind of thing. But certain little things like, I forget, there was, there were Donald Ducks, and there were, but most of the golden books that are older won't have a barcode. Some of them do. But so anyway, this shelf had a bunch of golden books on there. So the first thing I did was told Mike, I need your phone. I wasn't using mine again. So I grabbed his phone so that I could look up these books. Interestingly enough, almost every golden book that I scanned that happened to be on this, at least half of them, all came up as Peter Rabbit. And they were not Peter Rabbit. So somebody put a wrong barcode into something somewhere, Profit Bandit, I guess, or wherever Profit Bandit's thing checks. I don't know. It kept coming up as Peter Rabbit. So I kept having to put in the name of the book to try and find it. So a lot of times the golden books, especially the older ones, and most of these were 1980s ones or 70s, go pretty well. These particular ones didn't. There were a couple that were okay, but then there was writing all over them, so I just completely passed on those. But yeah, hold on, guys. Yeah, if there's no FBA seller when you're scanning them, and somebody's got it in there for like $4 or whatever, go in there as the FBA seller. I would recommend buying it and go in there as the FBA seller and put $8, $9, $10 on it, $9.99 or whatever, and you'll sell it, because the Prime people will want the Prime over somebody who's not, even if it's a little more expensive. So here is one of the books that we found, How to Design and Construct Furniture That Works. We might need to keep this. I've been looking for some bookshelves that I can bring to my classroom, and so we might need to keep this book for just a little bit, so that Mike can build me.
I ain't building nothing.
Oh, I guess so. I can try and build me something.
What do you want to build?
I want to build like a bookshelf, like I said. Like, see, like one like this. See, like I want to build like that. So I might have to keep this for just a few minutes. See, okay, so that I can figure out how to do that. But anyway, this is one of the books. It's from American Woodworking.
Books, guys, if you see them, it's worth your time to scan them.
Reader's Digest, American Woodworker, and I can remember my grandpa having things like this, and my uncle had these like, yeah.
There was no wood class, I mean, there was.
Well, there was, but I mean, it was things that you ordered from Reader's Digest. Yeah. So nice. Yeah, well, I haven't been able to find anything at a garage sale or at the thrift stores or anything. Yeah, I'm looking. A certain
look of things, and she was getting desperate today.
I was
I almost had to spend
desperate.
$25 on a solder bookshelf, and I'm like, Kim, I'm not doing that. I'm not,
So this is 2003.
Fair.
Good book. Anyway.
Yeah, this is the book. I mean, FBA. We'll send it in.
And look at this, $2.99. Now I know that's kind of a little high necessarily, a little bit,
But it had it going on for what criteria I want for FBA.
So that was one.
Here, buddy. I appreciate you giving me a bath, dog. So this one here, facing the shadow.
This one here. Facing.
Well, hold on. If we're under 18 for a second, we might have to actually have you turn off Spreecast. So I have to ask all of you who are under 18 to please just maybe step away for a second.
I'm under 18. But you're not paying any attention. Yeah. This is called Facing the Shadow. Let me do this. Facing the Shadow. Starting Sexual and Relationship Recovery. This is a follow-up book to Sex Addiction, helping people.
And that was the #1 seller. Anyway, regardless, it's got subject matter. People read all types of stuff, guys, right?
This includes okay. The second edition is like the first, except it adds timely material on cyber sex and new science about arousal.
Yeah, so people want to read this.
People may want to read this.
And actually, let me scan that. Where's my phone? Because this one there was one of these books that was ranked like 1,000. Hold on, maybe this is it. Let me scan.
Okay, Bear. Bear's getting in here.
Okay, I take it back. Hey, guess what? Guess what my trading value on this book is right now? 8 cents.
Oh.
So we don't want to do that.
We don't want to do that. But if we want to sell it used,
7,000. Let's see if you. God, I'm so sorry about that. It's 7,000. This could take forever, but ranked 7,000, and one FBA seller, $24, new, used. It's up there too. Used is really good on this one. It's like $18.
Okay, here.
Well, do we have a problem here? Because you know what? Here, you're learning with us right now. So Kim flipped through a page.
I was flipping through it because.
And now we've got
curiosity is I'm just curious, and so
first off, okay, before you do that,
what?
Real quick, when we go look at books.
Yeah.
I mean, you like when you're flipping through books, if you see highlighting, you're like, oh, it's no big deal.
Right.
We describe it right. I don't sit there and flip through if there's 400 pages. 1, 2, 3, and look.
I mean, I'm usually doing what I was just doing, like one of these things, So, and when I did that, I did not see anything. I just now happened to flip differently, and I found something. So the interesting thing about this book is that it has worksheets to help you work through each of
If it had pictures, it'd probably be worth more.
Your issues.
But it's a workbook.
It is. It's a workbook to help you
managing life
without dysfunctional behavior, damage control.
Problem.
So here's something interesting.
We'll find that page now.
Let's see if I can find it again. Here's some list of unmanageable moments, and when I realized I could not continue. The night the credit card company called and told Tony, so maybe somebody got it for their wife or something, about the $5,000 balance.
The list of, so there's some personal stuff going on.
So there's somebody started to fill this in, and I missed it, certainly. But
Does that bring the value down?
First secret.
All right, first secret. What's the, oh my God. Whoa. All right.
Well, we'll have to share this on an 18 or older.
Whoa!
Oh!
All right, you got to read that. Just read it, and then we're not going to read anymore. But we're going to save this book, and I think there's some good material in here.
So usually addicts.
Oh my God! Wow. Just show them too while you're just here.
Usually addicts have a significant number of secrets, and so right here, part of the worksheet is to list the secrets that you have if you are working through this issue in your life. And the first secret here is ladies of the night. My wife does not know that some of my hookups were with ladies of the night.
Let's show that so people don't think we're making stuff up, because I get wise asses.
Can they see it?
Yeah. And I didn't pencil it in to make some laughter. This is stuff you find. especially if you're doing like storage auction buying. Oh my God, there's another chapter here.
Oh, wow.
All right, anyway, we could go on for another hour on Spreecast with this, Kim. But if you're doing storage auctions, you'll find all different types of craziness. Ask Jeff, ask Yogi. We found some crazy stuff. All right, so this book, now it's written in, so we have to disclose this. We have to disclose this and say the book is written in. I don't even know if anybody would want to buy this with the secrets.
I think that I will probably go through more carefully and erase what's in here and just put erase. Well, it doesn't look like there's very much. Pages. But no, it doesn't look like there's that much in here. Right.
We'll see how this one goes.
So I'll go through this more carefully. This could be fun. And I will erase any personal information that is.
That might seem like a lot of work.
Why would somebody not erase the personal?
Why would they want to erase it? They were doing the worksheets.
They didn't put their name in it, did they?
Yeah, there's their address. It says call me. You want? I guess I don't know.
Apparently, this book didn't work real well because they never even got through chapter 1. Yeah, they were still on chapter 1, and then they gave up.
Ladies of the night.
So
anyway, so enough of that book. Okay. So now we got an issue of the book. Facing the Shadows. We'll see what we can do with selling this book. I don't know. Kim wants to play Eraser. I guess we're going to play Eraser and have some entertainment at it. Brian,
it was near the little golden section. It was on the other side of the little golden section.
I saw it.
It really, truly was.
So there's that. All right, 2 pieces that we're keeping that we found. Just a little flower pot, hand carved, hand painted.
It's pretty.
I'll keep that.
We'll keep that.
Put something in there. This other one here is. We thought we'd have some fun with this. I don't know if it's worth money or not.
We thought we'd do this, as a fun family night with the kids. Trivia. Arizona trivia. Little board game of that. So that was kind of neat.
All right, we're going to fly through these real quick.
All right, we're going. Hold on. Those are going to be the last two. Those two.
Yeah, I'm going to roll through these.
Okay.
All right, so at thrift stores, it's well worth looking at media, PS2, video games, stuff like that. Not every day are you going to find stuff like this. Mm-hmm. A lot of times you can, but I paid 50 cents each for all these here. We bulked them up, and the lady was like, I said, how much? She goes, 50 cents each. Yeah. So we snagged them all.
So here we go.
Show the titles. But most importantly, what I like about this, I'm so particular when it comes to movies or video games. It's got to be clean. If it's not clean, I can run it through my machine and get it clean, but honestly, I don't have that. It's not a priority for me. So I throw it in a box. It can sit there for 6 months, and I want to turn this machine on and let it run and polish discs. But here we did pretty really well with these games. They're all going to FBA. They're all used.
And they're all PS2
they're
games.
All actually.
No, this one's GameCube.
They're all like new condition. That's what I liked about them. But again, for 50 cents each, it was a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Oh no, I take that back. There's some used ones in there. Like looks like there was.
Yeah.
So let's show the titles real quick.
Okay, here we go. So we've got Greatest Hits, Ty the Tasmanian Tiger.
Yeah, Richard, you're right. If you got the manual, you got the artwork, you got everything going on for it, that is super key. You can demand more money.
Yeah, and
plus, you take a photograph of this. This is used, so take a photograph. It stands out to a Amazon buyer. Mm-hmm. They see everybody else there, like new, very good, blah, blah, blah. There's you with your picture.
With your actual picture.
And you're putting in there, hey, complete with case. It's got artwork. It's got the manual. It's got the disc. I mean, the disc on this here, all of these, they're immaculate. They're really nice. It's not like they're beat up. So, yeah. Good point there, Richard.
All right, here we go. So we've got a Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown. This one's for a GameCube, this particular one. The rest of these are PS2, Kingdom of Hearts.
I sell this game all the time. Kind of turn it so people can. Oh, no. You see the glare?
Yeah, okay.
Kingdom of Hearts, here. Just people like this stuff. Now, that one's even a red title one, right? And a red title is Greatest Hits. Okay, some of these do sell really well. A lot of them don't.
Here's Sly 2, Band of Thieves. Sly 3, Honor Among Thieves. But Ugly Martian, Zoom or Doom.
There's a couple of these games in here when I was scanning them. They're $20, $30, $40.
IGPX, Immortal Grand Prix. And Mega Man X7.
So, obscure,
Yeah,
titles
it's
that
kinda
people, yeah, they're a little bit
weird.
obscure. I mean, the Slies, I mean, but, you know, Mega Man, anything Mega Man, grab it. Mega Man, doesn't matter. N64, just, I'm telling you, snag it. So that, I think we're going to do really well with it. I really believe what we spent on all this,
Mm-hmm.
we will double our money just off this.
Yeah.
Maybe even triple our money just off of these right here when I
Those
send these in.
always sell well.
These all have ranks that are really excellent. I believe a lot of them are under 3,000
Mhm.
video games. I wouldn't be surprised when these get checked in maybe 7 days after the
Yeah,
fact.
usually they're gone really quickly when you get them. So
definitely look at those. If we want to go through these,
these real quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me fly through these. All right, so here we got the Incredible Hulk with Lou Ferrigno. Actually got this one just to see if Anthony wants to watch it. Maybe I get bored one day and watch it. I didn't even really scan it, so I don't even know if it's worth anything. We'll see what happens with it. So I'm not going to send this in
who
FBA.
that is?
What is it? Oh, that guy.
That's the dad from Good Luck Charlie.
No way. That was.
I swear to God, that's the dad.
Show it to people.
Eric,
it looks just like him, but
this is the dad from Good Luck Charlie.
The Hulk came out.
If anybody has
80s.
kids and he was the dad.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
I bet he was a teenager.
Kim.
I bet you.
Then he hasn't aged in 30 years.
I'm gonna look up his name. Okay.
Moving on, we've got a tribute to the Cathedral Quartet. Doesn't matter. I don't care what the subject matter is. It's scanned, and it was like money. So I grabbed that one. This one, I didn't realize when I snagged this one, I actually thought this was open.
Oh, it's sealed.
I thought this was used, and I would have snagged it. It's brand new, right? Mickey's Once Upon a Christmas. I don't even know what this one stands for, but I'm curious now because I just, right before we did the show, I was like, whoa, it's brand new. So anytime you can find an original Disney.
Look it.
Is it?
It is.
Okay, God, all right. You're right, Kim.
It's the dad from Good Luck Charlie.
Yep. All right, so then here, I don't know, Anita Renfro. Yeah, you're right. I didn't even hear. Did they do a remake of it? Because that guy's 40 right now. He was 10 when he did it? No, there's a remake or something. Anita Renfro, I don't know what she is, but it's like $20. I'm not saying I'm wrong. I mean, does he not look the same right now if you look on Good Luck Charlie?
Well, no, he looks much younger here. Now we'll have to watch it.
Well, yeah, we have to see what's going on.
Now we've got to watch
that guy's, what, 45 maybe on the show?
I don't know.
So there's some DVDs. We're flying through some other stuff, and then we got a couple more things to show you. Audio.
Based on the best-selling book, Nikolai. You can't see it. Experience the ongoing action and suspense of the end of times with this exciting new dramatic presentation of the best-selling Left Behind series.
Yep.
So, books on tape.
Books on CD. It's sealed.
The Beast, the Indwelling. The Beast Takes Possession. Again, another book on tape.
When it looks brand new and minty, you gotta scan it.
Yeah,
don't
it hasn't even been used. I'm telling you. And Mike had this one up here, and I said, honey, we're going to listen to romance novels together.
Am I crazy? Now, this is long tail, guys. Let's see. Oh, God. Let's see if we get focus on there. That's not going to work. This one's ranked 500,000. Brand new, 48. I'm in. I'm game, man. 50 cents a dollar, I'm in, right? Who wouldn't?
And then this is two romance novels by Johanna Lindsay.
This one's like $12 brand new.
And she's pretty good.
Here, hold it up. I'll scan it. I'm using Profit Bandit here. All right. Okay, ranked 1.7 million, $15. I'll wait it out. I'm in no hurry. All right. It's all about money. This was the media haul. This for the past half hour, 40 minutes. We've been talking about FBA. We're going on to two other things here. I think
that's the last two.
Yeah, last two. And I got one more thing. All right. So these are Kim's finds. We actually went to the thrift store the week before.
Yeah, and I saw
Kim mentioned this, and I didn't think anything of it. Maybe you guys will.
Okay, so here's the thing. I saw this book. It's a book again, I know. And it was there last week, and I noticed something about this book. And I said to Mike, if they still have it there, I think we need to see, because I think that they may have ended up changing the cover. So I'm going to show this to you guys really quick, and let's see just real quick if anybody can see what I see when I look at this book. It's The Art of Happiness in a Troubled World. His Holiness the Dalai Lama has written this book.
Does anything stand out when you see that?
When you see the cover, is there anything that is standing out to you?
Besides, you're looking at the Dalai Lama. Yeah. All right. So, yeah.
Exactly.
Isn't that
The
crazy?
Dalai Lama is flipping the world off in
Yeah.
this picture. So it was there again this week when we went. It had obviously has not moved. It originally was $26 at Borders. Okay.
Kim was like, she's been talking about this for like 5 days, like shit about it.
I have, because here's the thing. I told Mike, I said, if I notice this, I cannot be the only person in America who the very first thing when I looked at this book said, oh my God, the Dalai Lama is flipping everybody off. I said, I bet they have remade this book with a different cover on it. And sure enough, Mike scanned it with Profit Bandit today.
I didn't scan this stuff.
I scanned it. Yeah, I
don't even
scanned
know.
it. And there is a different picture now. This book, same book, but it has.
Says it's a
Tibet peace sign. Well, I don't know, but it looks to me like he's flicking off the world.
It's pretty crazy looking. But you know,
there actually now is a different cover for this book when I scanned it.
I don't know.
So that's why I said I think even though
here, let me find.
I scanned it with that barcode.
What, that one right there?
Yeah.
Did you? The Borders barcode?
I'm pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I scanned it. No, I had to look it up then.
So anyway, what attracted this? The finger, right?
The finger, because I said, here is a picture of the Dalai Lama flicking people off. Somebody at the publishing company did not catch this when they put it out there.
If you're a Tibet monk right now and you're insulted in any way, I'm sorry, because we don't know if this is some sign like Leaf said. I mean, it looks like he's flicking us off. Right? So but I'm typing the ISBN right now.
So this is a first edition book. So I said, I bet it has a different cover. It does have a different cover now. So I'm thinking, my thought process is that somebody's going to pay more to have the original cover with the Dalai Lama flicking everybody off.
Okay, here he is right here.
Well, now it's there now.
Yeah. It's still $7.58 used, right? Which we're probably breaking even or making $1. You know, but I remember
I actually in very good condition. So
yeah, I remember you scanned this in the store.
I said it wasn't all that great.
What? No. Yeah, it's.
But it did have. Well, I don't know how to use this thing. I don't know how to use it. The one that I brought up had a different picture, so I don't know. I don't know how to do it. Apparently.
Be interesting to know what he's doing here. But either
looks to me like
he's got a great
flicking
rank.
People off.
Yeah, he's flicking people off. Got a great rank, and let's see what the rank was. 147,000 books.
So it should sell.
Brand new, you can get it for $11,
yeah.
$12. Is it rare? Probably not, but I mean, it'll sell. Sell for $8.
I don't even know if I want to
sell for $8.
I want to keep a picture. I want to keep a picture of the Dalai Lama flicking everybody off.
You're right. Didn't I say this should be a new avatar?
It should be the Dalai Lama. Literally, the Dalai Lama, a cat. Dalai Lama is flicking everybody off.
2 more things, guys. So, really appreciate you guys hanging out and listening and watching all this. I know we ramble on.
Okay, so here's this is what I'm going to call my find of the week. It is, I don't know if I can't see around myself. It is a tray, like a serving tray, decorated with art.
Leafy rock.
Some sort of Indian art.
Aztec looking. I mean, it's cool. I mean, it's got the vibe.
What caught my attention was that on the back of this, it says Tresala and $115. So at some point, somebody either paid or was asking at an antique store or something $115.
That sticker's been on there for a while too.
Yeah, that sticker is definitely. It's almost like it's glued on.
Yeah, this sticker's not the sticker, but this piece is probably been made pre-85. I mean, it's dated. You know, it's definitely dated, and it's actually a really nice piece, well made.
It is well made. I think it's really interesting. I don't think that I'd ask $115 for it, but $45, $50.
Yeah. It's nice. I mean,
this is
nice. Bulkier. I mean, this is obviously going priority mail.
Yeah.
Right. So you keep that in consideration when you're finding bulkier stuff. But this is neat.
I just think
If
it's cool.
somebody's
I
gonna buy
can
for
see
this in their
somebody,
house,
yeah,
this is theirs.
absolutely. So I think 45, 50 bucks shipped,
Yeah.
I think all day long.
I like
I
it.
think.
I like
so
it. What'd you pay?
I paid $2.99.
$2.99. So.
So there's Kimmy's find of the week.
Yep. See where it goes. Like Leaf said, you know, throw it out there, see what it goes. This one, do you want to throw it out there, or do you want to put a buy it now price on it?
I don't know. I'd say we could throw it out there, I
Throw it out
guess.
there?
As long, but I mean, I wouldn't want it to go so that we're losing money
No,
and shipping.
I mean, you
so
know, throw it out for $39.99. See if anybody
see if
buys.
anybody
You gotta
bites.
mess around with eBay.
Yeah.
If you put it for $39.99 with 7 days and nothing happens, don't get discouraged and go, oh yeah, it didn't sell. Shit doesn't sell all the time for me. I mean, really. You know?
I told you.
Oh yeah, it's going to go back to what we're going to finish this with. But
All right.
really quick, I showed these shoes. Excuse me. I showed these shoes, guys. Did I not show you guys these shoes? I'm pretty sure I did. We showed these shoes.
I think we showed them last
week.
Uh-huh.
All right, I cleaned these up. These things look like
brand new,
just
guys.
sick,
really.
right?
Look at how white
just absolutely
they
sickening,
are.
Okay. These things look minty. I mean, these are brand new. Not brand new, but after cleaning them, these things look.
Trying to show them as best I can here.
Yeah, rant out some news, Sabrina. Definitely. You know, but I mean, these things look really, really, really nice, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
I cleaned them up. How long did this take me to clean these? Really? You saw me maybe 3-4 minutes.
Yeah.
Mess with them, let them dry. They came back. When I clean shoes, I take laces out.
Mm-hmm.
Step number 1. Step number 2, I got a process to clean them.
Well, stop now.
But I'm telling you, if you go back and watch the video from before,
yeah.
So, oh wow, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I'll do a comparison. I'll put both pictures. I got them out there. But yeah, shoes, guys. Here's the problem with these.
Really well.
Here's the problem with these is I've made these like so clean, and if I was 16, 15, maybe 18, I was buying Air Jordans. I was buying nice shoes, right? Dropped hundreds of dollars on them. Nowadays, I don't. So I look at these and I clean them up, and I'm like, wait a minute, they're just my size. So I might keep these.
He might be
keeping
rocking the blue shoes.
But rocking them. But anyway, you can clean used shoes. All right, guys. Let's see.
Congratulations, Sabrina. You didn't have to. I guess you didn't have to provide anything. They just asked to get a new car, Mitsubishi Mirage. You just had to tell them how much you make, and that was it.
There you go. Hey.
Nice when that.
Congrats, you know, I mean.
Nice when that happens.
It's life is like this. Life is just a road, and you're on this road, and sometimes the road isn't the greatest. It's bumpy, but as you keep moving down the road, it becomes more flat surface, and you have different directions you can go into. But when you're sitting there and it's bumpy, and you're down and out, and you're like, oh, I can't get anything. I'm never gonna get a house. I'm never gonna get a car, or I can't pay these bills. You're gonna be stuck in that position. And it's very important to go out and you have to work and make money. And, you know, to hear, you know, Sabrina, you went out there, you've been hustling, moving around, and you got a car. Awesome. I mean, really.
Good job.
You know? And that's the thing. I mean, it's all about just moving forward. If you're stuck in your life right now and you're like, I am not doing anything, and you got all this negativity around you, you have to some way distance yourself from it. But at the same point, realize, how do I move forward?
Got to figure it out.
Yeah. Get up in the morning, get up early, go to bed late, put stuff online, get it done, right?
Just like I guess I have to watch what I'm picking, because
I think you're looking at it a glass of wine in, going, oh my God, I'm so bad. I said
okay, like that. Number one, like this glass of wine has done anything to me.
No. You seem like you're like, oh.
I know. Well, you know what?
Come correct then.
Here's the reason.
I thought you came correct. You got a tray. You got the peppermint.
I know.
Mid-century. I mean, some people are gonna say, you know what, Kim? Those finds you had are better than Mike's. Mike picks garbage.
Well, what I'm saying though is I think sometimes I feel like I can understand some of the people who get frustrated at doing this, because it's difficult. It's hard to find, you know, the good things, and
it takes trial and error.
It does, and you want to be at a certain level, and I want to be able to find good things, and for you to say, wow, look at this, look at that, you know, I'm proud of you, you did this. And then, you know, I thought I did really well with some of the things, and it gets frustrating when things don't sell. And so I can feel for people especially when, I mean, at least at least I have your stuff to fall back on, you know. But for some of the other people out there, it's, you know, they don't have Mike to fall back on finding his find. It's
Yeah,
all on
I don't have
them.
Mike to fall back on. If my stuff doesn't sell, I mean, it doesn't sell.
And so, you know,
Yeah,
it's frustrating. I can feel your frustration, you guys,
feel your
because
pain.
I do.
I'm Bill Clinton.
I'm Bill Clinton. I feel your pain.
That's the thing is, this is the whole
It's
point of this
yeah.
video, and us doing these free casts and throwing them on YouTube, talking about this is reality of this, because there's a lot of people that glamorize things. Oh, look at me! I just bought this $200 chest I sold for $1,000. Or the American pickers, right? I'm happy selling VHS tapes. I'm happy selling T-shirts. I'm happy selling these finds that we get, because all of these finds over the course of 30 days is what I can religiously find that make us money.
Right.
Are they fancy? Are they extravagant? No, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I find some craziness in between them, like a shirt I can sell for $200? Yes. Have we found one yet in this whole series? No.
And who knows if we will?
But we've got a couple things pieced out there, priced at $100 or more. We'll see. I mean, we're in this now for about $150. We've sold a bunch of stuff, so I don't know the exact details on it.
So I'll have to watch the
Pick for Profit and stuff like that.
Pick for Profit radio.
And see where we're at. But, you know, the whole thing is you kind of sound discouraged in this. You know, like you just aren't sure right now, like, oh, man.
Well, I think, you know, I guess maybe like other, you know, people who are starting out, or I guess I have maybe hit that point where you start feeling like, gosh, my stuff's not selling as quickly as I want it to, or it's not going for what I wanted it to, or, you know, or I picked something that I thought was really good and I used what I thought was a good tool for me to use, and it turned out to be not a good choice for me. So, and it's all trial and error. And that, I guess that's the thing that I'm saying, is that I feel like I am on this journey this summer with all the other new people starting out, because they don't have you necessarily, unless they're a Pick for Profit member, but they don't have you to call up every 5 seconds or call over there. Hey, Mike, come look at this thing where I'm standing.
And there's people in Pick for Profit that are actually posting things. Hey, guys, what do you think? I'm in the store now, man. What do you guys think?
Right.
I mean,
And so they've got that, you know.
Maybe, you know what? Maybe here's what we should do. I know that a lot of you guys, if you're watching, you're not in Pick for Profit or Resellers Roundtable. When we do this next show, let's just post in the groups. Say, and you post. Just take a picture. You got the phone. Post it.
I guess I should.
Hey, you know what? Forget that. Even post it on my Facebook.
I guess I could.
Right? Because I
feel like I'm going along on this journey with everybody else. And I guess I have hit that point where I'm like, okay, it's 3 weeks in now. And the things that I picked, I was really excited, and I thought, I knew some of them were going to be, you know, take a little while. Like the pot. We didn't know what it was for a while. It wasn't on right at the beginning, you know. So, but
we've sold some stuff, but I mean, we haven't pushed it to like auction status. I mean, we did buy it now, best offer on these things. Some of it sold. Are we in the green now? No, not yet.
Yeah. And so I'm starting to feel.
But we got all that stuff going to Amazon. Just got checked in.
I know.
There's a lot of stuff. The ornaments.
No, I don't mean it like that. I'm just like, I'm feeling like, when's it gonna pop for me? When's my stuff gonna sell?
Hey, wake up tomorrow and find out.
Like, that's how I'm feeling, you guys. I'm just sitting here like, when is it gonna sell? Okay, I picked it. It's online now. Somebody please buy it.
It's frustrating. It's a waiting game, but it's patience.
I don't know if I have that patience. How do I get that patience to say? It's easy for me to say that to other people because I see you do it. So it's easy for me to just say, you know, be patient, it'll sell.
Yeah, but now you're doing it.
And now that it's me doing it, it's so much easier to say than to do. And it's not like I'm sitting there constantly thinking about it every second of the day.
rewind that.
All right.
So what I was talking about is, let's say next week, right? I mean, we never put a cap on this or like how
No,
much
we
we can
didn't.
spend. Like I said, I think we're in about $140, but maybe next week, right, we'll go buy some more stuff. But if we can't get close to getting our money back and making a profit, we're going to stop.
Yeah.
Because the goal of this is to kind of show everybody, hey, this is how reality is. But we're also trying to go on vacation.
I know, yeah.
Right?
At some point, I
With
want to
this.
go on vacation with this money that apparently isn't coming.
Hey, it takes a couple boom boom chakalakas and we're in.
I know.
Right?
I
Patience,
know.
waiting it out. If
So
you're,
help us, Mike.
Yeah.
Give us some. How do I
this
get
is
past
the approach
this
I have right now.
anxious
Because I think
feeling?
right now we've got quite a few items that we've
We
showed.
do. Uh-huh.
Not including these. These are not online that we've showed here.
Right.
So we've sold some of them. And I think we need to get a little more aggressive on some of these other items, and just
All
say,
right, so I need to go back and look at what you've got of mine, and I say, okay, I want you to be more aggressive.
yeah, I
on
think
that.
the next approach for some of these is take them to auction
Okay.
and throw them out there, not for a loss, but for a gain.
Okay.
Even if that gain is you spent $1 in it and got back $9, you'll take the 9 now,
Mm-hmm.
and you can do other things with 9 now,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's always been my mentality with things. Is I could sell 100 different items for $8, $9 profit every one. That's $900
Mm-hmm.
compared to one item for $500 or $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you get to the same
Right.
deadline,
Yeah.
the same amount of money,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
If you're shooting for $1,000 a week or $1,000 a day, you'll find a way if you're a reseller to get there. With me, it's volume.
See, because eBay hasn't been slow
Oh, eBay's been rocking.
our wholesalers. I mean,
No.
eBay has just been blowing up for our wholesalers.
Totally, Richard. It's the slowest time. Here's the thing. Richard's like the slowest time. This isn't. I'm telling you guys. I am telling you this. I've got 30, 40 plus accounts on eBay, not under me, but as a wholesale network
Mm-hmm.
where people buy. Isn't that crazy? You saw the box.
It is.
We went to the post office today,
yeah.
and the guy was like, "What are you doing?"
Absolutely crazy.
I mean, there was like 148 packages.
Yeah, it's
clothing.
absolutely crazy. You know what? I'm going to stop right there because we mentioned the wholesale network. For those of you who don't know, on pickforprofit.com, if you remember, Mike talks more about his wholesale network. That's how we choose to sell on eBay now. We don't have a personal account. We do everything through wholesalers, and people had asked about that in another area about what that was, and Mike has it all spelled out if you're a member of Pick for Profit.
So like, I see Brandon, you said sales are non-existent. I'm telling you guys, right? I am selling some of these clothing really cheap. Like, I mean, I'll tell you one item, right? Wrangler pearl snaps.
Mm-hmm.
This is what irritates me so bad when I hear people go online and they go, pearl snap, or they're telling this, they've destroyed a market, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Certain Wranglers can go for $40. Not, guys, I was selling Wrangler for 10 years. And some of these other pieces of clothing consistently for higher margins. There's more people in the game now. People are desperate. People are willing to go, oh, I'll spend $7 for that Wrangler shirt to sell for $13, right? I'm not blaming anybody or venting and saying this all sucks. I'm just saying understand the market now.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people involved in it. There's a lot of people going in and buying, Pendletons.
Mm-hmm.
That's another brand. I was selling Pendletons for 40 and up all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Certain ones do sell, but they're taking 3-4 months.
Mm-hmm.
Not like it used to be, right? There's more people in the game. There's more people hustling. And when there's more people hustling, there becomes more desperate people. There's actually people that'll go, yeah, everybody's selling for 40. I'm going to sell at 9.
Mm-hmm.
You can't, there's no reasoning. There's no understanding that person.
Yeah.
It's the same thing as Amazon FBA. When you're going in there, you are an FBA seller, the only person used, $27. Some guy jumps in,
Mm-hmm.
they're $4 now. You raise your hand and say, what WTF, what is going on here? It's out of your control.
Yeah.
Move on to the next product.
Yep.
That's all you got to keep doing, moving on. But if you're smart, you're buying this stuff, especially at the thrift store, used stuff, you're buying it for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? If you've got a lot of it out there and it's not selling, create sales and get rid of it. If you got $1 in it and you get back $7, get it now. Get it now, right?
All right. Well, then I guess
That's
tomorrow.
what I'm saying. We'll have to get this going.
I guess when we get off of here, we're gonna have to get a little aggressive on my stuff because I want to be able to come on Pick for Profit Radio, and I want to be able to
Yeah.
say something's of mine sold because right now I'm feeling like
Hey, it's part of this.
not a lot of my stuff is selling,
This
and
is reality.
so that's where, well, I know, but that's where a lot of people, I think this right now is that point where a lot of people give up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like I can feel that.
Yeah.
Because this is not, let's face it, guys, this is not my passion. I'm doing this for fun.
Mhm.
You know, I'm not doing this because, you know, I'm doing this because I want to go somewhere on vacation. I want to see if I can pick enough and resell enough for it just to be my stuff that gets us on vacation. You know, that's the kind of thing that I'm doing it for. But if I were doing this, if I was doing this, like having to support us and do it as a livelihood, I can totally see why this would be the point right now where somebody would say, forget it, I'm going to go work at McDonald's. I don't care.
It's the fight.
Nothing is selling for me.
Yeah, it's the fight. Is you sit there and say to yourself,
I'm out $200 now, or, you know, I'm not out.
I've got $3,000 of inventory out there, and nothing happened today, nothing for sales. You just sit there and you just put your blinders on and say, okay, wake up tomorrow morning. If it happens for a day or two like that, and you're like, oh man, sales are, then you have to do something to it, right? Because at the end of the day, eBay is not going to pay your bills, right? Especially if there's other people selling Pendletons for $20,
right?
Then you have to say to yourself, man, I have to sell that for 20. That 20 I can use today times 20 other Pendletons I sold for today for $400, right? It's inventory and moving numbers and moving things, but not giving it away, right? But if nothing's moving, you have to give away something, right? Isn't that the biggest thing?
Yeah, well, not to lose money, but you have to, like, you know,
you have to give in a little bit.
Yeah, give in a little bit, and I'm fine with that. I can totally feel how 3 weeks in, nothing of mine has sold. If it were just me and I had to support me and the kids doing this, I would be crapping my pants right now. Like, what in God's name am I going to do? How am I going to pay the bills? What am I going to do? And
this isn't about going and buying a guide and going, I bought the guide, now I can do this.
Right.
No, this is a lot of work, right? This is why I really wanted, I mean, it's not like we planned this, guys, for Kim to talk about this or anything like that.
No, actually, we have a completely different plan.
I mean, here, this is the plan, right?
The mistakes came from just, you know, me with those books. That's where
I made mistakes. I bought a clock. I mean, stuff happens, right? Keep working. This is it. You have to keep moving forward. You have to keep listening, keep working. If you had a lot of stuff that's not listed, get it out there. Budget your money, right? Because if you're buying more than you're selling or nothing's selling, you're not getting any income in.
Right.
So you have to budget money. When you're getting money and you're paying your bills and you're going, I did pretty well this month. I got an extra $6,000 after all my bills, or $500. Doesn't matter what the number is. Take that percentage and put it in your pocket. Yeah. Because, like, some people have been talking in the comments, there's a slow time.
Right.
Right? This is truly a slow time.
And it's funny that we've actually covered all of these topics in a completely different way than what we had planned. Just by you saying, you know, gosh, you're seeming so down about this. And we ended up covering all these topics that we wanted to talk about, but in a completely different way, just because I can absolutely see how this would be a time at this point.
Don't give up.
Would be the point where I'd want to say, forget it. Sure. I'm done. It's not working. I need to go get a job as a secretary or work at McDonald's or whatever it is, just so that, you know, I can pay the bills, because it's just not working.
It's like Jeff says. Jeff just texted me. Johnny Goodbyes. You got to turn it up. You got to turn it up. And you got some hashtag something. But turn it up. You got to turn it up. You don't give up. You keep moving forward, right? Those are the people that are out there making money. The people that are just turning and turning and turning, and they're not stopping, right? And they keep moving forward. This is a very, very difficult game. A lot of people make it sound so easy and so, this will happen overnight. It doesn't happen overnight. I can tell you that right now. I can tell you that when I was sitting there, when I did this 15 years ago first starting, and then all of a sudden, you know, a bill came and I couldn't pay it, right? Yeah. You know, there's situations as well. You know, Paul right now just invested $1,000 on 20 authentic Notre Dame football and hockey jerseys, right? Yeah. He bought into that because they're probably worth a lot more, right? Right. I do that. I buy into something, right? I buy all these snapback hats. I buy all these jerseys. Yeah. I buy into what I think is a return. Well, here's the funny thing. And again, you know, obviously I'm doing this just for fun, but I think that maybe I didn't give you quite enough credit all those years ago. No, it's fine. No, I just, you know what? You don't have to sit there and tell me. No, and
I'm going to say this because there's might be somebody else's spouse out there listening who isn't really into this game, you know,
Yeah.
into the reselling thing as much as you are, you know, you the person out there who's reselling. And I was not always very supportive of Mike doing this. And not to say that I didn't support him, but I just was, it took me a long time for me to understand and come to grips with him not having a normal 9 to 5 job where he got up and went to work and that sort of thing. It took me a long time to get to that point. Just from me doing this for these last 3 weeks, I mean, there would be times we couldn't pay a bill or, you know, or it'd be coming due and I'd say, like, well, what's the matter? Just sell something. Come on, just sell something. You've got, I'd say to him, and I am being completely sincerely honest with you right now. I'd say, you have all these t-shirts in the garage that you tell me are worth all of this money, then go sell them. You've got, you know, baseball cards or hats or whatever it was, then go sell them. You're telling me that this is how you're making money, you know, this, la, 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 la. Well, this and this and this is due, so go sell something to get it paid. And I mean, really, this is, I was a bee. I'm telling you. And
a lot of people don't understand this. That's the thing, right?
And now, you know, again, it's been 3 weeks and I'm ready to give up because none of my stuff.
You're not giving up. That's the thing.
And so, you know, I'm not going to give up. But
you're gonna rock it. You're gonna sell your stuff here. I'm gonna get rid of this. You're gonna have sales.
I'm at that point though where if I did have to, you know, pay a bill or whatever with this stuff, and Mike said to me, "Well, just sell something," it would be on like Donkey Kong. And
I remember you saying that. Here's the funny thing is, I remember you saying that to me, and I turned to you and I said, I've got like, I think at the time I was like, I've got like 9,000 items out there, Kim. I said, isn't that enough? So what else can I do? And there's actually times, and this happens.
No, really, truly, guys, this is for real.
Honestly, I mean, there's times I have it such a, like when I was doing eBay really heavily.
Yeah.
40% off sale, right? I didn't care if like I got $3 off of after shipping and everything.
Yeah.
Just to flow, right?
Just to go, wait a minute, right? I'm going to drop down to 40% and just blow stuff out. I didn't care. But sometimes you can do things, right? Just like sometimes you might have to go to a pawn store or take your antique thing or you have to, trust me, this isn't easy. Anyway. No, I'm really, guys. So if there is a spouse out there who, you know, if you are the sole breadwinner in your family and you are a full-time reseller or, you know.
You're going to thank me, Kim, that Mike bought me. I'm telling you. You're probably like, Mike, you're never going to sell that bear. I'm going to sell this bear. Watch.
You know, I just have to say, you know, I have been on that other side and I kind of feel bad about it now because, you know, go sell something, well, there's not always somebody there right at that moment to buy it. So
that's what it is. Really, when you start looking at used stuff, you're waiting for the right buyer, right? And that's what's great with Amazon sometimes. It's like there's a rank, and you go, all right, like some of these books and all this other stuff and this new stuff, it's $2,000. It'll be gone when it gets checked in, right? And then there's money in it. But a lot of times, like a shirt, what I listed, I think it was 120 shirts yesterday. And of 100 of those 20 shirts across the network I have, 33 sold by the time I woke up in the morning. And you may say, well, that's great, Mike. Well, yeah. But that's if they're designed to sell that way. Yeah. I'm not waiting for a shirt that is really, truly worth $10 and price at $30 and wait.
Yeah.
I know what it's worth. Here it's 10 and they go like that.
Well,
you understand the game, whether if you're doing used, all right? And look and ask yourself this one question before we leave here. What is the #1 selling thing on the internet? Okay, is it electronics? Right, obviously it's new. Okay, but what is the other thing? Clothing? Is it a t-shirt? Look at the data of the t-shirt. That's why I sell t-shirts, for sure. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Super appreciate it tonight. Hope you guys experienced, you know, that we're sharing this. We're not making this up. This isn't scripted.
No, it is.
Right? We had no script.
We actually had no plan.
The only script there was, and there wasn't even a script, was this. And
these weren't even talking points. These were just kind of, we were just giving you some words of encouragement, and it ended up being that this is how it ended up going, and didn't mean to go this long at all, but again,
we had fun, right? We're gonna get you back on. We're gonna sell some stuff, get you back in the mojo.
I feel better now. I've gotten it off of my chest, and I think sometimes that's what you need. That's why Pick for Profit and the Facebook page and Resellers Roundtable and that are such good groups, because you do, when you get in these funks like this, you have a bunch of other people who can build you back up and say, hey, we've been there too, I've been there too. Yeah. It's okay, just get through it, try this. And so I feel better now. Maybe I'm gonna have to get a little more aggressive on some of my stuff, and maybe by the time we do Pick for Profit Radio in the next 24 hours or 48 hours or so.
Stuff's gonna move, right? And if it doesn't, then that's the name of the game. We gotta figure it out. Maybe next week we're gonna shut off. No more money. No more buying, right? Because there's enough here. I think we've got.
There is enough here. We'll have to see. We might not. We'll have to see. We'll see what happens.
Anyway, guys, thanks so much for spending some time with me and Kim on a Thursday night. We're hitting the 2-hour mark. You guys are rock stars, superstars. Thanks for watching so much. If you guys like this video, let me know, right? Go to my Facebook, Morning Cup of Joe, or just say, hey, man, this is cool, Mike or Kim. Message us back and forth. We're not strangers. We're not stranger danger.
No.
Talk to us. Hey, what do you think, right? Here's something cool, because what we're thinking is, in the future shows, heavens, maybe one of you guys jump in real quick, and we're gonna say, hey, when's your thrift haul? Yeah. What'd you get today? So we get other people involved, right? How fun would that be?
That would be fun.
What did you get? And then we can follow up with them next week, and we can have more guests, and it'd be really fun. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. Appreciate it.
We really appreciate it.
Till next time, we're gonna end it with. Here we go. And I saw him in the comments. Josh Shaw, right? Gypsy Collabo, right? We're gonna end it. And then while you end it,
song.
Yeah, this song rocks, guys. I'll post a link on my Facebook. It's Off the Hook. Remember, here. Bam! Thanks, guys, for watching. I don't want to wake up or take one step until I hear this being here on my radio. Gotta grind it tomorrow, boys and girls. We're out of here, guys.